You don't need months. You don't need a degree. You can start learning AI in the next 15 minutes. And no, this isn't about becoming an engineer. It's about understanding how to actually use AI in your life and career. Starting today. Most people think learning AI means coding, math, complex tools. But that's not how most people will use AI. The real skill? Knowing how to think with AI, because the people winning right now aren't the ones building AI. They're the ones using it better than everyone else. Step 1. Understand what AI actually is. Step 1 is simple. Stop thinking of AI as technology and start thinking of it as a tool that predicts and generates. AI does 3 main things: writes, analyzes, automates. That's it. Once you understand that, you stop being intimidated by it. But let's make this real for a second, because AI only clicks when you see how it actually shows up in your daily life. Let's say you're a student. Instead of spending hours trying to understand a topic, you can ask AI to break it down simply, give examples, and even quiz you. Now imagine you're working in an office. You're writing emails, creating reports, organizing information. AI can draft those emails in seconds, summarize long documents, and even help you think through decisions. Or maybe you're creating content, videos, posts, ideas. AI can help you brainstorm, structure, and refine your message faster than ever. And here's the key: it's not doing the thinking for you. It's amplifying your thinking. That's the shift. Once you start seeing AI as a tool that enhances what you already do, everything changes. Step 2. Use AI, not just watch videos. Here's where most people mess up. They watch videos about AI, but never actually use it. Open a tool like ChatGPT, Claude, Gemini, and try this. Ask it, explain my job like I'm 10. How can AI improve what I do daily? What tasks in my work could be automated? Step 3. Learn prompting, the real skill. The real skill isn't AI, it's how you ask AI questions. Bad prompt: write something about marketing. Good prompt: write a short LinkedIn post explaining why AI is changing marketing jobs in a conversational tone. The difference? Clarity. The better you're thinking, the better AI performs. Now let's talk about where most beginners get this wrong, because a lot of people try AI once and then say, this isn't that impressive. But the problem usually isn't the AI, it's how they're using it. Here are a few common mistakes. First, being too vague. If your instructions aren't clear, your results won't be either. Second, expecting perfect answers immediately. AI works best when you refine the output. Think of it like a conversation, not a one-time command. And third, not experimenting. Most people use AI for one thing and stop there. But the real advantage comes from trying it in multiple areas of your life: work, learning, creativity. The more you experiment, the more value you unlock. Another helpful way to think about AI is to stop seeing it as a search engine and start seeing it as a thinking partner. When most people use search engines, they type short phrases, but AI works better when you give it context. The more context you provide, the more useful the response becomes. For example, instead of saying, help me with a presentation, you could say, I need a 5-minute presentation explaining how AI is changing customer service. Make it simple, professional, and easy for beginners to understand. That changes everything. You're giving AI a goal, an audience, a tone, and a structure. And once you learn how to communicate clearly with AI, you start getting dramatically better results. This is why prompting is becoming such an important skill, not because prompts are magic, but because clear thinking creates clear instructions, and clear instructions create better outcomes. In many ways, learning to use AI well also teaches you how to think more clearly yourself. Step 4. Apply it to your life. Now take it one step further. Let me give you a simple 15-minute plan you can actually follow today. Minute 1 to 5. Open an AI tool and ask it to explain something you already know, but in a simpler way. This helps you understand how it thinks. Minute 5 to 10. Now apply it to your real life. Ask, what tasks in my day can be automated or improved with AI? This is where things start to get practical. Minute 10 to 15. Actually use it. Have AI help you write something, plan something, or solve something. Don't just read the output. Interact with it. Refine it, improve it. Because that's how you learn, not by watching, but by doing. And if you do just this once, you'll already be ahead of most people. Ask yourself, what do I do every day? Emails, research, planning, content? Now ask AI to help you do it faster. Example, writing emails gives AI drafts it. Research gives AI summarizes it. Planning gives AI structures it. This is how AI becomes useful. Step 5. Think like the future. Here's the mindset shift most people miss. AI isn't replacing people who use it. It's replacing people who don't. There's also another misconception about AI that's important to clear up. A lot of people think AI is mainly useful for tech workers. But that's really not true anymore. Teachers use AI to create lesson plans. Small business owners use it to write marketing content. Students use it to study. Writers use it to brainstorm ideas. Even people with no technical background are finding ways to use AI every day. And that's important to understand. Because AI is becoming less about specialization. You no longer need advanced technical skills just to benefit from these tools. What matters more is curiosity, the willingness to explore, to test ideas, to ask better questions. That's why learning AI today feels a lot like learning the internet in the early days. The people who experimented early gained a huge advantage later. And honestly, one of the best ways to learn AI is simply to make it part of your daily routine. You don't need to dedicate hours every day. Even 10 or 15 minutes consistently can make a huge difference over time. For example, before searching something online, try drafting it with AI. Before starting a project, ask AI to help you organize your ideas. The goal isn't to become dependent on it. The goal is to understand where it's useful, and where human judgment still matters more. And over time, you start noticing something interesting. You stop using AI just for answers to brainstorm, to simplify complex ideas, to challenge your assumptions, to explore possibilities faster. That's when AI becomes truly valuable. Not when it replaces your thinking, but when it expands it. And I think that's one of the biggest shifts happening right now. People who learn how to work with AI early are slowly building a completely different way of learning and working. Not necessarily harder, but smarter. And in a world where technology is changing quickly, that ability to adapt may become one of the most valuable skills of all. And maybe the most important thing to remember is this: you don't need to become an AI expert overnight. The people who succeed with AI probably won't be the people who know every technical detail. It'll be the people who stay curious. The people willing to learn gradually, to experiment, to adapt. Because AI is evolving so quickly that nobody has everything figured out yet. Even professionals in the industry are constantly learning new tools and new ways to use them. So if you feel behind, you're really not. What matters is simply getting started, learning a little, testing things for yourself, and becoming comfortable with the idea that technology will continue changing throughout your career. That mindset alone already puts you ahead of a lot of people. Because the future belongs less to people who resist change, and more to people who learn how to grow with it. The future isn't human versus AI. It's humans with AI versus humans without it, and that gap is growing fast. So no, you don't need months to start learning AI. You need about 15 minutes to understand what it is, try it, apply it. Because once you start, you don't go back. But one of the most important things to understand about AI is that you don't need to learn everything at once. A lot of beginners get overwhelmed because they think they need to master every AI tool immediately. You don't. The better approach is to start small. Pick one area of your life where AI can save you time. Maybe that's writing. Maybe it's research. Maybe it's organizing ideas. Start there. For example, let's say you struggle with writing emails. Instead of staring at a blank screen, you can ask I write a professional email asking for a meeting next week. Then refine it, change the tone, make it shorter, more friendly, more direct. This teaches you something important. AI works best when you collaborate with it, not when you expect it to do everything perfectly on the first try. The same applies to learning. If there's a topic you don't understand, ask AI to explain it at different levels. For example, beginner level, intermediate level, with examples, with analogies. You can even ask it to quiz you afterward, and this is where AI becomes powerful. Not because it replaces learning. Everyone learns differently. AI lets you adjust information to match how you think. That's something traditional education has struggled to do for a very long time. If you want to stay ahead of how AI is changing work and everyday life, make sure you subscribe. This channel is all about helping you understand AI without the hype.